Hey there guys, Scootaloop here with another early morning video. Yet again I am on the move. I promise you guys I'll start doing some more Let's Plays, just a little bit busy lately, but as you can see, it's a little bit cold in my car. I didn't really have time to warm it up this morning. So I'm dealing with that. Welcome to New England, that's always fun. Let's see, where should I start today? I know I did the whole talk about bronies yesterday and everything. I think I beat that to death. I mean, I could talk all day about it, but, you know, let's start with, movies then, I guess. I'm a huge fan, obviously, of the Alien franchise. Resident Evil is probably next in line. I mean, again, that's another thing for controversy. Some love it, some hate it, but personally, I feel like if you don't tie it to the game series, you're pretty much good. I mean, if you take it for its own thing, yeah, it's an action movie with zombies and this and that. Let's see, what else? Love Marvel movies. Iron Man is definitely my favorite Marvel superhero. Not quite as familiar with the DC movies, but I still like them a lot. I mean, Batman for sure is one of my favorites. Teen Titans are definitely, as far as animated goes, Teen Titans Go is just atrocious. I don't really want to talk too much about that. Yeah, I mean, in terms of movies, I love action movies, horror movies, but not new horror movies. I mean, something like Paranormal Activity just isn't fun for me. It's not interesting. Yeah, I mean, something like, way back in the day, like, obviously the Alien movie. Yeah. Freddy vs. Jason. I know that's really recent. Friday the 13th movies. Let's see what else. Poltergeist. Dear Celestia, I hope they do not. Well, I already know they're gonna screw up the 3D family friendly. Excuse me. It's another early morning. Family friendly remake of the thing. I just don't want to go into that. That's just gonna be a rant in itself. Let's see, what else did I like? I mean, a lot of the older horror movies, some of the older action movies and stuff. Honestly, it's just the old movies that I find, just, you know, from friends, online, what have you. They're always fun to watch, and, you know, there's so many that I haven't gotten to. Excuse me. It's just the fact that I don't know if they're relying so much on jump scares or what it is, but it's not really a fun genre. It's like, oh yeah, okay, it scared me for 5 seconds. Just like a lot of the horror games as well. Outlast was absolutely terrifying. I will not deny that. But there were a lot of jump scares. Let's see what else. Fear 1 and 2 were phenomenal. Fear 3, oh yeah, you can have some ammo. You're gonna be fine. No, I'm fine, thank you. Honestly, it's the same thing they did in the Resident Evil series. The first couple of them, oh yeah, limited ammunition, you have to think to survive. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with 6, in my opinion. It's just more, oh, this is a shooter with some zombies and, you know, occasional jump scare. Like I said, it's just, I don't know what exactly they're missing in it, but it's just, it doesn't seem like it was to me. I mean, I'm sure there's obviously a ton of people that'll disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. It's just personally, I really like horror movies that will kind of leave a lasting impression, make you think, well, geez, what the heck would happen if that happened here? Rather than, oh, if that happened, I could just gone my way out of it, this and that. But I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that it's just one of my pet peeves, I suppose. Let's see where else to go with the conversation with myself. I think it's just more or less, I really enjoy the fact that you know, some creators, like for example The Evil Within, they're obviously the creators of the first Resident Evil. I never played the game, but I heard such rave reviews about it, and you usually don't hear so many spectacular reviews about a game in this generation. I mean, yes, I will attest, I love Alien Isolation. I'm kind of out of the box on that one. Well, out of the box on, how should I put it? Basically, well, actually, no, that's not a good example, because everyone's saying it was a good game. I mean, yes, there's people that'll say that, oh, it takes too long for the build-up before you see the alien, this and that. But I don't know how to explain it. I mean, basically, just the fact that everyone is so used to referencing something like, for example, oh, that was a great Call of Duty game, or something like that. You know, where that's the standard and there's really nothing past that. I mean, like, not that there's really anything wrong with the Call of Duty games. I like the newest one, I think it's Advanced Warfare. I can't keep track of all the titles. Anyway, though, it's just, I think more or less the fact that, you know, there's such varying standards now, especially in the horror genre. I mean, there's not really too many that come out all at once or whatever. There's still some that come out, like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times a year or something. But it just seems like it's not the same as it was. Maybe because people are used to it and they want to try something new and it's not working or whatever. But I just don't think that it's worth it, really. I mean, they should stick with the formulas that did work. They remember, and, you know, like, what was the game? The Suffering for PlayStation 2. That was absolutely terrifying in the day that it came out. I mean, obviously a lot of the things do that like jail type scenario. You're trapped in like a haunted, infested facility, whatnot, but I just think they did something right there, that's all. Let's see, what else? I covered movies, I covered games, TV, I guess, why not? Yeah, this is just gonna be an about me video, I guess. Basically, I kind of have my fallbacks. Obviously, My Little Pony is a staple for me, but beyond that, I really like American Dad. I like older Family Guy. Not that they're, well, that's not going to be the case with this one. New Family Guy is just a little too dark for me, honestly. Just some of the humor is so crude, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. I mean, honestly, just some of it I don't like. Let's see, what other shows? Breaking Bad, I absolutely loved. I'm looking forward to the spin-off series. I think they're going to call it Better Call Saul or something like that, but that's another discussion in itself. What else? Sons of Anarchy, Game of Thrones. Used to like Walking Dead, but just, I don't know, I couldn't get back into it. I watched the first 2 seasons, and then I was just kind of watching it here and there, but not as closely as I would have. Oh, hello, car. That's what I hate about this area, is just people think, oh yeah, I can make it, I'm gonna drive. No, you're gonna hit somebody. Let's see, what else? I watch CSI on occasion. I watch NCIS, all that kind of stuff. Oh, good, there's no traffic today. I'm happy with that. Let's see, what else? As far as, my childhood and everything, like cartoon-wise, you can't beat some of the classics on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. You got, just to name a few, Rocket Power, let's see, Ren and Stimpy, Doug, Rocko's Modern Life. Going over to Cartoon Network, obviously you got Looney Tunes. That was the thing back in the day. That was like, I mean, I know it's so old and everything, but I love it. It's just, you can't beat the classics, it's just one of those deals. Ed, Edd n Eddy is a great one. Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was a nightmare and a half. Let's see, more stuff. Yeah, I guess I might as well start with my lineage of gaming consoles and everything too. Sorry, fixing my glasses. Let's see. So I started with the Super Nintendo. I believe after that it was either Nintendo 64 or Game Boy Color, one of the two. After that, Game Boy Advanced. Moved up to the PlayStation 2. Phenomenal console, really love it. Still holds up to today. I mean, obviously you look up videos on YouTube and whatever else, that it's just so many, excuse me. I mean, it just lived for so many years. I mean, I think the last production date was, don't quote me on this, it was, I don't know, I'm gonna say 2004, 2002, something like that. I think I'm way off, but the thing is, it lasted for 15 years, I believe I heard, or something like that. Anyway, back to the build-up here. After that, I still had it. I believe the next one was the Xbox 360. Had that for a couple of years. I think after that, I got the excuse me, I can't talk. It's 7:22 in the morning, so that's to be expected. Anyway, though, the next one I got was the PSP. After that, I sold that. Or no, somewhere in between, I had the Nintendo DS. I recall having that when I had the PSP. I sold that, I remember, for the 3DS, which comes next in the line. Had a bunch of Pokemon games for that. I upgraded to the 3DS XL, which right now it is out of commission. It took a fall from, I think, a foot or so, and it somehow just died. I don't know what happened to it. I mean, there's no way that should have happened. It's just like one of those fluke things, because I mean, I've dropped it before on the floor and nothing happened, and just that last day and everything else is, I don't know. So to replace that, because I gave my original 3DS to a friend, I got the Crystal Blue, I believe it was, 2DS, the limited edition one that came out with Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire. Let's see. up to obviously my Xbox One and my gaming PC. Very happy about my gaming PC. It's running Haswell i5, 16 gigs of RAM, EVGA NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750 superclocked, which, funny story behind that, I had no idea that it was a superclocked chip. I was always paranoid about those, and you know what? It runs great. So, I mean, that's my thought on that. I haven't had any issues so far. It's been about a month or so. Yeah, so that's about it, I guess. Pulling into the parking lot here, so I guess I'm gonna cut my video a little bit short. As always, I am Scootaloop, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.